should raise their hand. So only the women, the people, they have the same soul, spirit, but they are conditioned. So only women will raise their hand, and man will not hold their hand. That is also condition. So in everywhere, the condition is conditioning even our awareness of the consciousness. And that is why we are not able to accomplish. We are not able to accomplish many things which we can accomplish without any hindrance or without any hesitation. But the condition is coming in the way. So if you want to concentrate on something, you are not able to concentrate. But one thing, it is very interesting. There is something which is called condition. The condition is conditioned because of the material thing. That condition can hold you still and calm. So if you want to pray, you are praying, but thoughts will come and interfere. If you want to meditate, you are meditating, but other things will come in your mind. But there is one thing which is conditioned in a way, and when you are doing that, that time you are one with that event and with that moment. And what is that? Money, dollar. If you go to a bank and $1,000 and you ask $100 bill, but the person said, we don't have 100, only $1 have. Will you be able to count? Yes. So then they give you $1, 1,000 bills. And their music is going on. Somebody is cracking jokes, somebody is laughing. But when you are counting the dollar bill, that time you will not be distracted. You are attentive. Each dollar you count. You don't care for music, you don't care for joke, you don't care for sound. Whatsoever they want to do, let them do. But you are completely one with counting dollar. Why? Because you are conditioned. The dollar is very important thing in the world. And if I don't have dollar, I will be losing something. In meditation, you don't lose anything. You say, oh, I was meditating and some other things came in my mind. You are praying, but in the prayer, other things also come. And what to pray for? Money, for home, for love, for success. So 100 things come. And you are using the words, but your mind is going what to get through the prayer. Huh? But when you are counting dollar, you don't think, okay, taking dollar, I will go for shopping. I am going to have a good grocery. I want to buy. That time you don't think. All the thoughts are concentrated on counting dollar. Why? Because on the dollar bill it is written. What is written, Bahubali?
In God we trust.
Take the dollar bill, it is written. We trust in God. You trust in God or you trust in dollar bill? You are thinking of God, you are praying, that time all the things and all the thoughts come. But when you are counting dollar, that time no thought will come. Because we are conditioned from the childhood, the dollar is very important. Without that we can't live in this city, in this town. One evening, near Central Park, a man was walking in the evening and a mugger came. He held a gun. Give me your money, give me your purse. Otherwise I will blow away your brain. This man answered, very good answer. He said, blow it. In New York, you can live without mind, but you cannot live without dollar. Yes.
That's dangerous.
You don't need mind here. Oh. All these people who are doing, but that is why they don't care for anything. They say, who is going to bring dollar, and we have to have that kind of man who can run the country. Not for the well-being, not for the ecology, not for anything. Who brings money. And then the people complain, but they complain because they don't understand that all people are conditioned with money, and anybody who is talking about money, who brings money in a different way, it may be from the oil, it may be from other thing, it may be from manipulation, anything money gives, we need that kind of thing. So my friend, meditation is a space. Yeah, you are creating space in yourself. And then you are able to be with yourself sometime, not for a long time. Quiet. In that solitude, you know who you are. All the beautiful things, celestial things, need solitude, meditation, art, sunset. You are watching sunset, and somebody talking, say, no, let us see, be quiet. So all these artistic things and all these things which belong to aesthetic sense, they need quiet, they need solitude. In that solitude, you get in touch with. And all the other things are not there. The condition is not able to condition in that moment. In that moment, you are you. And in that moment, you know that you are alone in the world. All the promises, you are mine, I am yours, oh, this is my house, this is my wealth, everything what we are promises are there because they are all conditioned. But in reality, in that solitude, you realize you are alone. You are alone. Nobody is there here. Nobody can come. And in your journey, you are alone. Only in interval, there are people, there are relatives, there are home. But when you take a journey into infinite, you are alone. There are not two people can go through the passage. The passage is one by one. One can be your buddy or your friend or anything can be, but when we take a flight into infinite, one has to be alone. Nothing can come with that. And in that moment, if the person is in awareness, he realizes that I am one, but still I am one. I am one. So the person does not say, oh my God, I am alone, nobody is for me. It is not helplessness. It is not feeling depressed or down, oh, nobody is there, I am alone. That kind of weakness does not exist. I am one, but still I am one. I am. I am. The moment you get in touch with I-ness, it is very powerful. It has the power to travel eternally in the eternal universe, in all space, all time, and all state of consciousness. That is the power. The power which is of the self is realized. So the person is not afraid or is not weak or not depressed. He said, I am power. So the person is ready to give everything. But as long as person is conditioned, he says, let the brain go, but I am not going to give you dollar. I am not going to give you money. Because the person has attachment to the dollar, he thinks the dollar is going to help him. And if the brain goes, let him go. But dollar is very important. But in that state of solitude, you know, dollar cannot protect you. All the promises cannot protect you. What protects you is you. You protect yourself because there is in you-ness there is infinite energy, infinite power, infinite knowledge, infinite consciousness. That is known. And in that moment, the person does not have any fear. And sometimes the person is not connected to the environment also because the environmental influences are not controlling. The person has reached that center. Time and space and condition cannot enter in that moment. In 1970, in May, after attending the second spiritual summit conference in Geneva, I went to Paris and then we went to Riviera, and near Riviera I had a group of students. They arranged my meditation. And you might have seen the Riviera, the ocean, and there is opposite, there is a big hotel. And meditation was till 10 o'clock. And after that, they went, and I was sitting, and I saw through the balcony, it was a calm, quiet, and very serene atmosphere, and the ocean, and there was a music of the water. So I said, instead of sitting in hotel, let me go. I crossed the road and I went to the ocean, and the evening, it was round about 11 o'clock. Nobody was there. And I was sitting, and what happened, what I'm sharing with you is a solitude. In that there was no person, no music, nobody to talk, and it was quiet, and there were waves, they were creating a music of soundlessness. It's natural. And in that moment, if you get an urge to meditate. It's a beautiful spot. So the urge came and I was meditating. And meditation means to be quiet, take deep breath and feel your own feeling, your heartbeat, yourself. Meditation is not only mantra or reciting or those things, they are all helping you to be just there. They are leading you. So only what you experience is your breath. You are playing with your breath. And you are so much absorbed and become one with your own breath. So other things don't enter. And what happened, I don't know. But when I consulted my watch, it was 1 o'clock. 11 to 1, 2 hours. I was there. Otherwise, to sit 2 hours, we make 100 movement. But there was nothing. And I was thinking, where was I? What I was doing? So, the time and the space and the condition have gone into oblivion. Just you are in tune with, and you notice anything which pleases your soul in that moment, in that place, you don't count time. Time is, that is why it is relative. What Einstein says, that if you are sitting near the oven in the summer, 15 minutes will appear like 1 hour or 2 hours. But if you are sitting with a friend and music, pleasant atmosphere, 2 hours pass and you don't notice that 2 hours have passed. The time is the same thing, watch is the same thing. But the atmosphere influences your neurons, and some place in summer, in hot, near oven, even 15 minutes become too much. And in a very loving and quiet and pleasant atmosphere, 2 or 3 hours pass by and you don't notice. So it is time or connecting our mind to that event. So meditation, real meditation is that solitude. In that solitude, you realize that I am not dead, I am alive. And anybody who touches feels the joy of being alive. We don't have the joy of being alive. We want to live. The time we are spending here and there in gossip and creating other people and fighting, we are wasting time, we don't notice. But all of a sudden, we get heart attack and doctor comes, no, you're gone. He said, please, no. You are ready to pay thousands of dollars for each hour to live now. But why you want to pay so much money? For you, time was nothing. You are whiling away, spending time without anything. You are wasting. That time you don't realize. And then heart attack comes, or because of the heart attack, the person is ready to give any money. He wants to have a doctor, he wants to live. Live for what? What is the purpose? Why do we live? If we know the joy of being alive, we will not waste the time what we are wasting on gossip, on criticism, on unnecessary things and making hours and hours of criticism and not knowing the value of our time. So many people in the morning they get up and they don't have any concept of the day. Okay, what they are going to do with the day. It's a brilliant diamond. Each day is coming in our hand. Each day is a brilliant diamond. It is sparkling diamond. But at the same time, it is like a diamond made of snowflake. Snowflake. Is melting. Every minute is melting. And it slips through our fingers. And day is gone. Opportunity is gone. To be with oneself. Do something. And you express your love. You express that you have done something. You have connected to something. You realize that you are pure consciousness, living in this body. And not only body, but in each body there is same consciousness. In that state, we realize what is in me is in everyone. We see that ourselves in others. So others become one with us. We are, in that moment, we are not lonely, we are not alone. Because same consciousness is in each body. The bulbs are different, but the electricity is the same. So, in a way, when you are in solitude, you are one. There are no people, and you know you are one. But that oneness you see in other also. So in Hindi there is a very fine saying कि आईने के टुकड़े करके देखे हमने, 100 में भी अकेले हैं, एक में भी तन्हा है, 100 में भी अकेले हैं. It is a very fine stanza. आईने के टुकड़े means the mirror. I broke the mirror because in the mirror I was alone. I thought I can make 100 pieces and in each pieces I will be there. So आईने के टुकड़े करके देखे हमने. I broke the mirror and I thought I will be many. एक में भी तन्हा थी, 100 में भी अकेले हैं. Means in one also I was one, and in 100 pieces also I am one. I cannot be many in each piece. Each piece is only one. So you are not because of the pieces, but you are because of the oneness. So when you are with yourself, you are not alone. You are all one. We say all one. That makes alone. The word compound word alone is all one.
Wow.
No? All one. Why? Because you experience the same essence in others. The physical essence is different. The bulbs are different, but the electricity, the light, what you experience is one. And then you are able to connect to each person in a loving level, in compassionate level, in getting in touch with that soul, and you are not hurting anybody, and the thought of hurting anybody does not take place in our mind. That is called a avatara, mitra avatara. You get the avatara of mitra, means friendliness. for the whole universe. And you don't treat anybody black or old or white or yellow or no difference. It is all you love without any discrimination. Love, just love. Love flows. It has to flow. Because you have seen in you them, and in them you have seen yourself. So when you look into the mirror is reflecting your face. So there is nobody is outside, only your face is in the mirror. You see there is another figure, but the figure is yours. So in meditation, that comes, and then you say, I want to do everything what I am doing for myself. And you don't want to do anything wrong to yourself, you will not do wrong to anybody. So the person's words, thoughts, thinking, and observation all are influenced with this feeling of oneness. And then you don't want to hurt even an animal. You see yourself there. You don't think it is an animal. Animal is a form, but there is a consciousness. It is loving. You ask, the dog will come to you. You touch a goat and it will feel your touch. And this way, the barriers which we have in between are broken. It is connecting consciousness. And the person who is doing that, the person can connect with the telepathy also. Because all the barriers were because of the condition, name, fame, caste, creed, all the things we have created, so many barriers, and we are not able to go directly into that, as the phone goes to one phone to another. In the same way, we can go on a consciousness to consciousness, because the barriers are broken. So here what we see in the life of Mahavira, when he was walking in the wilderness, in the state of solitude and experiencing oneness of the self and moving, that time somebody stopped him, said, don't go in this direction. He said, why? Because there is a cobra. The cobra is very venomous and it will kill you. So Mahavir smiled, and without paying heed to him, he walked on. And he saw under a big tree there was a big cobra. But for Mahavir, it was not cobra, there was life. Because life was connecting to life. It will be difficult for us to understand because we are all conditioned. Conditioned because cobra, oh, it is very venomous and full of poison. So already the condition creates a condition in the mind of cobra, okay, because it becomes venomous. How you are experiencing, the experience become a reality in another person's life also. And he saw that, a life. He moved, the cobra comes. Because of the condition, it bites his toe. And some milk comes from the toe instead of blood. It is a very interesting story. Milk. So one day I was telling the story, and one doctor was there and said, it is good, it's a good story, but in human body there is no milk, it is all blood. And how can the Mahavir have this milk and not blood? Why? You say the milk came out. I say, yes, you have seen, but I have seen that human body has milk also. You say, how? I say, if there is a girl who is 20, and if you operate, you will not find milk in anywhere. But the moment she becomes mother, and she has milk. There was no milk, but the milk came. From where did it come? The blood is transformed into milk because of love. The mother has love for the child. The love transforms the blood into milk. Otherwise, you cannot create milk in anybody's body. Body always has milk. Only love for the child, love for the dear one, love for that, it transforms the blood into milk. So I say Mahavir was that time a mother for the whole universe. He had love for all. So if the mother has milk for one child, he was a mother, milk for even for cobra. It is transformation. So you experience this way. The people whom you hate and don't want to see, but cultivate your mind and say, no, the person is dear to someone. Only because of my condition, the person is my enemy. Because of my condition, I say the person is not mine. But that person also is dear to someone. So why not dear to me? And then you are able to feel the same feeling what the dear one feels for the person, you have the same feeling. Somewhere I read a statement. Here, there was a statement. Okay, here, there are no strangers, only friends whom we have not met. Yes. It was a good sentence I read last week. In here there are no strangers, only friends whom we have not met. You meet on that level, they are your friends. Our level is not that. That is why we treat them as strangers. And otherness has come. Because we don't know, unknownness is creating all the things. So meditation ultimately lead you to that spot, that space which is not conditioned, which is not controlled, which is not polluted. And in that space, you feel one. And when you feel one, you feel the same oneness in all. There is no fear. No any kind of fear to fear and be with them and said, I am one, but not alone. I can do what I can do. I will not say, no, I cannot do everything, but I can do something. So your feeling in that moment is not negative, positive. But positivity does not come unless we get in touch with the self. And when we get in touch with self, the celebration starts. So every morning, when we get up in the morning, open the eyes, and take a little smile. I have another, a bright, sparkling day. I am alive. Last night, if something had happened, I would have gone. I am alive. I can see my friends. I can see the world. I can see everything. I have the day to experience one extra day. Please live by the day, not by the years. We don't know tomorrow. We don't know. But we know this day is ours. And why should we spoil the day? Because of our condition, because of our belief, because of some failure. So we have so many conditions and we are not able to connect to the people. And you will watch how people speak without thinking. Oh, Americans are such, French people are such, Indians are such, Jews are there, Christians are there, Muslims are there. We are generalizing or what we are talking, we don't know. Everywhere there are beautiful people. It has nothing to do with caste or condition. It is all our perception. We believe they are enemies, but they are not enemies. They don't know you. But your condition is created because I am this and that person is deep. So the animosity is not created because the person to person, but because of the condition and influence and the way we have put in the system. The system is separating us. And it is very difficult to transcend the condition. Very difficult. Unless the person is sincere and meditator, and then for that person, no caste, no creed, no nationality, no old, no young, all are pure consciousness because that person has seen within oneself that purity. And because of that purity, we are alive. It is not eye, it is not face, it is not body, it is not even breath. It is so subtle and invisible that is moving even our breath. It is subtler than our breath. That we are. We call arupi, which has no form. No form. Rupa means form. This is formless. Because of the formless, all forms are working. If the formless leaves, all the forms fall apart. Every eye, hand, move, everything is moving. What? Because that invisible. We have not seen that. Everything can be seen, but that is which sees cannot be seen. So when you look into the mirror in the morning, try to see that you say, I see myself. You look in the mirror at your face. You say, my eyes, my face, everything I have. My eyes are seeing me, my face. But you think, can I see if that invisible is not there? The eye see because that invisible is there behind the eye. The invisible leaves, the eyes are there, they cannot see. Eyes are windows, they are means, they are instrument. Everything is an instrument. And with the instrument, with that invisible works, so the hand can be lifted and put down. Because of the invisible, eyes can see and eyes can close. Because of that, mouth can open and we can eat. We can move. Everything is done not because of only hand and eyes, because that invisible is there. That is why all are animated. The moment that invisible leaves, all element, all the body is falling apart. So what we know is only body. What we know is only name. What we see is only the frame. Only in solitude, in meditation, you can get in touch with that. You feel, you experience. It is like a fragrance of the flower. The flower does not go in your nostril, but the fragrance touches. So the moment we touch, all your animosity goes away. The cobra felt that oneness with Mahavir, because Mahavir was not angry. Mahavir says, poor soul, it is living in this form, and that got intuitive touch. And I have so noticed many times when I was as a monk walking in the wilderness, in a mountain, many a time I encountered cobra and other thing and the wild animal. But if you don't have bad feeling, if you don't think they are cruel, they are not cruel. They are so kind. If you take a tigress and it is so loving to the cub, it caresses its own cub. The love is there in the tigress or in lioness. Lioness appears cruel to us because of our condition. But for the cub, for the younger one, it is mother. It gives milk, it takes care, it licks its body with the tongue, and there is love. So animal also have that love. But if we experience, they will not hurt us. All the hurt is because of the condition. And all the hurt is because of the condition of the religious thing and caste thing. So please gradually break all the condition in your mind. That is the whole purpose of our meditation. Living here on the earth, experience that invisible, first in yourself and then in others. So you are not alone. In the beginning you feel you are alone, but when you experience, you say you are not. So this way, you try to experiment with your friends, with your peers, with your wife, with your husband, and breaking the condition, just try to get in touch with that essence. When you have difference of opinion, instead of arguing, just hold the hand and say, I understand what you want to say. Agree. The person will be calm. Okay, yes, this person, I understand you. Just hold hand. Don't use the word, and it will subside. The emotion, the touch of love. But when we are in the difference of opinion, we start arguing. We say, I want to convince you. You understand, but words cannot, because words are not able to touch the feeling. They cannot carry that. Words are very empty and rigid. Only touch. In one day, there was a big meeting and there was a crowd and people were talking. So everybody say, hey Pete, Chitrabhanu is speaking, we have silence, calm. So another person say, you be calm. Another person, they shout in each other. Okay, why don't you tell them? Used to. So in Hindi say, chup raho, bit calm. And everybody was trying to bring silence, but everybody was shouting. Everybody wanted to tell. So I said, my God, what to do that? Nobody was hearing, nobody. So I got up. I put my hand on my. So they forgot to shout and they started reading. What is this Chitrabhanu is doing? Standing, why are you putting hand on? So instead of answering, they started looking at me. Because the silence does not need sound to tell be silent. Silence is silence. So if you feel love, just touch instead of telling, I love you. It is fine. It is not denied. But you can say, but feel in the family, with your peers. Feel. One person was telling me that that person is nasty, but always I go and say morning, good morning, I forgive. I said, what are you talking? I say good morning, I forgive, but that person is nasty. So in reality, you are not forgiving, you are guilty, so you are going and say good morning and forgive, but in reality still you have a negative feeling about the person. But if you love, just say hold hand. The people will understand. The love will flow. The amity will flow. The goodness will flow. The kindness will flow from all your body and your expressions. So my friend, always you know, and to know all you have to take little time and feel, and the feeling when you know the fearlessness will come. Okay, I am. Even when the body is not there, the world is not there, I will be there. I will be there. And that experience ultimately is very important, because when we travel one day, all will be here, we will be go. But if you don't have the joyful experience of yourself, you say, my God, everything is falling apart. Where will go? And many people become so much panic, they go in a state of coma. In coma. Because the fear takes. But to celebrate life, every day you celebrate. Not last day. Every day. And every day when you experience, you live every day. Live by the day. So my friend, from tonight, you start the journey to make every day a precious diamond, not to lose. Otherwise, it like a snowflake, it will melt away. And whatsoever day we have to celebrate, be happy, but peaceful, joyful, and friend to the world, and not enemy to that. Again, I want to remind you, Nelson Mandela, when he was free from the prison, his friends, close friend came and said, now it is time to take revenge on your enemies. They put you for 26 years in the prison. Nelson is a very much philosopher, and he practices Gandhian philosophy. He says, these people put me in prison for 25 or 26 years. But rest of the time, I don't want to put myself in the prison of hate and revenge. Rest of the years, I don't want to put myself in the prison of hate and dislike and revenge. Hero is he or she who transforms enemy into friends, is a real hero. That is the art. That is the heart. And that heart we have. So let us not be in the prison of all the condition and hate and violence and negativity. This is the biggest prison. You cannot be free. Om Shanti. Shivamastu sarva jagata parahita nirata bhavantu bhutagana dosha prayantu nasham sarvatra sukhi bhavantu. Let this universe be blessed. Let everyone be engaged in one another's well-being. Let all the faults and weaknesses be evaporated and be vanished. Let everyone, everywhere, be healthy, happy, peaceful and blissful. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.